What is happening in old Rajendra Nagar, New Delhi is just heartbreaking at so many levels. The young lives lost, the shattered dreams, and the traumatized parents screeching for help to save their children. All this might make us sad for a few days, but what is the core issue in all this? The situation is still fluid, and the number of students still stuck in the basement is changing every hour. The authorities are trying their best to cover up all this, as this might bring out a few worms out of the can, which obviously nobody wants. So, how come this coaching mafia, which sells big dreams to students and parents who do not have the money to spend on student safety, who study in libraries for long hours to prepare for UPSC, how come they approved a library at the basement to open during monsoon if they did not have necessary safety equipment to deal with a situation like this? It's not about this coaching institute or that coaching institute, as the students living there would tell us that this is the condition wherever you go. Even in other major cities of this country where students prepare for these exams, basic infrastructure remains lackluster. Don't these coaching mafias have the money to spend on ensuring that water does not enter the basement where most of these libraries are built? Well, looking at their fee structure, it is quite apparent that money is absolutely not an issue here. Then, how come these mafias operate in tandem with the government authorities? It seems they are only good for giving 24/7 motivational gyan on YouTube and other platforms, but are not good at ensuring basic human safety for students who pay hefty fees to be there. On top of all this, movies like 12th Fail have truly brainwashed students into preparing for this examination with a success rate of less than 0.01%. Most guys in old Rajendra Nagar are not there to study. They are there to find a life partner and while away their time away from their families. The romanticization of UPSC preparation has damaged a lot of youngsters in this nation, where students tend to waste their prime years preparing for an examination, sitting inside rooms, mugging up notes. What they don't realize is that not everyone is going to get selected into the IAS or the IPS. This realization comes later in life, by which time they have already wasted a substantial chunk of their lives. It's good to see students demand some accountability from those in charge, but is that going to make any difference? The Aam Aadmi Party that was elected in Delhi on the promise of good governance and free power and water seems to have abandoned its primary responsibility of governing Delhi. They are much more focused on saving Loktantra and Samvidhan from the so-called fascist government. They have all the time to watch Wimbledon matches and eye surgeries in London, but don't seem to have any time left for improving infrastructure in and around Delhi. Everybody wants answers right now, but no one seems to seek accountability from those in power during elections. Because during elections, it is all about Samvidhan ki raksha, Loktantra ki raksha. But after the election fervor subsides down, we realize that what this nation truly needs is infrastructure, reforms, and hard power, which not many people seem to care about. Will this mishap that has cost so many young lives finally open our eyes? Will we see the light of the day and start demanding some basic infrastructure around us? Will we finally abandon this god-forsaken ideology of Samvidhan Bachao, Loktantra Bachao? Because, frankly speaking, nobody has any idea what they are talking about. Seriously, how many people in this country have even read the Indian Constitution? My guess is less than 2%. Then how come everyone is running after Samvidhan Bachao?